What's up, traders? This is Vee Trades, and today I will be doing a technical analysis breakdown for Nvidia Corporation with the ticker symbol NVDA. I will first be going over what I see on the daily chart and finish the video off with the weekly chart. So technical analysis is just price analysis, and that's what we're going to be doing. We're going to be looking at the past, what has happened recently, and how that can affect the future. So let's take a look at what happened before that earnings report. You can see that price was following this nice orange uptrend channel from January up until mid-February. Price pulled back. It was a little overextended, so a drop was due, and that was right before that earnings report. And that earnings report, I wouldn't say that was the thing that pushed up the price. Price was already in an uptrend. So after a pullback, what do you expect? Continuation of the uptrend. Just like over here. You can see that there was a top right here. Price pulled back, and then the uptrend continued. There wasn't any earnings report over here in late October, early November, and then price rallied higher. You could look at the same thing like right over here. This was before the earnings report. So again, I wouldn't say the earnings report pushed up the price, because then you would say that, okay, let's take a look at all the times price went up. Was there an earnings report there? No, not really. Price has been going up basically since October of 2022. So again, but the big pushes generally, yes, are caused by catalyst events. In this case, it was the earnings report. So either way, price pulled back, and then it hit that target that I was mentioning at the 786 level. That was the measure move target. How did I get that target? This was the previous impulse right over here, and the expectation is to see a similar size impulse in the future if price wants to go there. And you can see the target was met right around the right around the mid 780s. So target was met. That's where price kind of started going sideways, and we're still seeing price push up higher and higher. So I would say that since price already met the target, we could be making a similar size, smaller leg up higher. So this is one leg right here. This is the second leg. The next possible target could be the 929. So it looks like price is already kind of breaking outside of this yellow channel. So previously it was something like that, and then I made it wider. But it looks like we're starting to kind of also break the wider one. So either way, this is looking like it's just going parabolic. And again, I still see higher prices, even though this looks very overextended. It looks very bubble-ish. It doesn't matter because 90% of the time, maybe even 95%, you're not going to pick the top exactly. So it's better just to assume we're going to continue moving higher until we see large drops. So for example, for Nvidia, in conclusion on the daily chart, even though we met the target, that doesn't mean it's the top, and it looks like price still wants to push up higher and higher. So the next target would be entering the 900s. So that's all I have for Nvidia on the daily chart. Here's a look at the weekly. You can see that we have basically 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 green weeks already. Next week could be also green, and again, it's just getting more and more overextended. So whenever price gets overextended, it's going to crash. But again, this is looking very steep already, but again, it's not vertical yet. So it's looking very steep, but we can see one of those days where it's like that, and then that'll probably mark the top. So again, it's just getting very parabolic. So again, right now we're probably looking at this chart, we're like right about here. So we can still see another large move up in a short amount of time, and then the crash down. Again, crashes is guaranteed to happen, or at least a decent sized pullback. It's nothing ever goes up in a straight line. Even though this looks like it can last like this forever, I've never seen a chart that go parabolic and just not pull back a decent amount or even crash. So again, it doesn't just go up and just continue to go up forever. It's gonna pull back. And again, the pullback could be very large. Just like over here in 2021, we can just go right back to that time in history, and you can see that price was moving up in the straight line. Let's say I just cover the right side. You would think, okay, this looks very bullish, and we could just continue higher, probably towards 1,000 or 500 from right here at the 300 level, and look what happened. So again, that's just what happens after price gets really overextended. So this looks very similar to what we're getting right now. So how it looks parabolic, and then we had that vertical blow off top, and then price pull back lower. Same thing right over here in this situation. You see that price bottomed, and now we're gonna probably see that vertical pop up and then crash down. So again, just I would be expecting more upside from Nvidia. in the short term and long term. But again, I would always just keep in the back of your mind that this thing can drop a large amount. Just how fast it went up, the price can go just as fast down. So again, something to keep an eye on. But either way, this is a bullish looking chart, and I'll be expecting more upside in the short term and long term. Would I be buying onto all-time highs right here? I would never. This is not the place you want to be buying. Me personally, you do whatever you want. Maybe if you're looking at a 5-minute chart, yeah, it doesn't really matter where you buy. You're just a day trader. But if you're, like a kind of a swing trader, then this is the worst time to probably buy. It's a very low probability. It'll be a very aggressive trade. If you're buying right now, then you're taking a risk, more risk than if you bought on a pullback, because you're expecting that momentum to continue higher. Even though it can, it's also just as likely for price to have a temporary top and then move up higher after a pullback. Okay, but either way, that's what I see on the daily and weekly charts. Just more upside potential for Nvidia. This is Vee Trades, and thank you for your time.